What's up, everybody? Welcome to a new video. Today we're here at LKQ Salvage and Junkyard in Charleston, South Carolina. We're going to be walking through, checking out this place. Over 1,000 plus vehicles behind this building and tons of square footage, or maybe tons of acres back there, of old, new, all types of vehicles. So let's hope, have our fingers crossed, we can find some really cool stuff out here today at LKQ. So let's get in. It's our first time checking it out. I'm not really here to pick any parts or buy really anything, but you never know, right? You might see something and hey, you might get something that you like. Stay with us. Everybody, well, this is not the entrance, is it? A lot of stuff out there.
Excuse me?
A lot of cars out there. Yeah, tons of them. Oh, we're about to get into it. Let's see. This is a playground for adults wanting to hook up cars. But anyways, when you get to LKQ, you walk right inside right here, and it's nice and cool. And you just pay $3 to the lady here, and then you get to go right on in there. They do got some rules. It says please no jacks, generators, cutting torches, open shoes, alcohol, air tools, dogs, children under 16. And yeah, that's really about it. 30-day money-back guarantee on all parts. So anyways, I was talking to a guy earlier, and he said he usually goes on their website first and then sees what they got and then goes out and hunts it down and finds it. So anyways, we're here, and wow, this is a ton of vehicles. Many years ago, when I was probably a teenager or in my early 20s, LKQ was not here in Charleston, and it used to be called Livingston's Junkyard, and it wasn't even in this location right here. So, but supposedly LKQ's got a lot better setup, and all the cars are pretty much already sitting up off the ground, and just do what you gotta do. So let's see what we can find, something unique out here today at LKQ. Well, one thing for sure, it is really hot outside today. I came prepared. They actually got a little tent over there with cold water, so it doesn't cost you anything. Just go over there and get some water while you're out here working or whatnot. So anyways, I was talking with another guy just a moment ago. He said as you get farther back by the fence back there, you'll see some really cool type of vehicles. But man, I don't know if they really got it sectioned off, but it seems like they do. In this little area I'm at right now, I'm seeing a lot of Dodges, Dakotas, Dodge Durangos, trucks, SUVs, all that. So it kind of looks like they got it sectioned off, you know, where trucks and SUVs are all in this area here. Man, a ton of Dodge Durangos. That's like the third one I've already seen. Chevy Trailblazers, Ford Expedition. I guess I will hunt down for one in particular car today, my car. We're gonna look and see if we can find a Honda CR-V. So there's a few things I probably could get off of a Honda CR-V for my car. And one of them would be a window regulator for the driver's side. All right, well, they definitely got this place locked up pretty tight. Looks like you got an electric fence here. It says, for your protection and ours, this lot is monitored and recorded by video camera. And yeah, 7,000 volts right there. I don't think I want to be touching that. And it looks like something that you would see in Jurassic Park, you know, when that big old T-Rex was trying to get out of the park. But 7,000 volts, that's nothing for a T-Rex dinosaur, but it definitely knocked my butt on the ground. Well, let's keep looking. Wow, old school Suburban like I used to have. The one guy I was chatting with a second ago said, you know, you can find some pretty cool rims and tires or alloy wheels and stuff. There's a old school Signature Series town car with the navy blue top on it. There's a taxi cab or a police vehicle, Crown Vic. So yeah, I mean this section here, now we're getting Ford Tauruses, Ford Focuses, a lot of Lincolns and Fords. So yeah, they obviously got it sectioned off pretty good, because there's all your Fords. There's a Ford Escape. There's another old school Ford Taurus. I always enjoy myself watching those videos with the guys that are getting vehicles from the Copart auction and fixing them up. But here's the thing, with a place like this, you know, if you find something out here and you wanted to buy it and possibly fix it, you better find it and buy the car quick. Because if it sits out here for a few months, no time at all, the car is going to end up being picked away. And you know, that's pretty much the purpose of the game out here, is picking parts off the vehicles. People love these old school Caprices. I think that is actually a Impala SS. Check it out. Now that body style Chevy Impala SS is loved by so many people. Now check this out. This is really cool. It's, well, I don't know if it's cool or not, but I'm thinking this was a drug dealer car, or somebody that was a criminal, because I'm seeing bullet holes in the seats. Look at this. I mean, if that's not bullet holes, whoa. I mean, it looks like this car was freaking tore the hell up. I mean, there's a hole down there. I mean, oh man, I hate to see a SS Impala like that just sitting back here. Again, they're beautiful cars when you dress them up. And again, like I was saying, people absolutely love those. But again, I mean, there's no coming back. I mean, this one is not coming back from anything. I mean, I guess it could be fixed, but man, it would take a bunch of work. And most likely you could find another one somewhere out there. All right, let's keep moving forward and see what else we can find. All right, guys, still making my way through the salvage yard out here. Now we're moving into the Lexus, Cadillac, some of the luxury cars possibly. Right in this area, Pontiacs, all that kind of stuff. Anyways, I'm kind of on a time crunch. I just looked at my phone a second ago and I got probably about 30 more minutes I can be in here, and then we got to roll. But anyways, all kinds of interesting stuff out here. So far, I think the Impala was kind of interesting to see, but there's got to be something out here we can find that's really unique. And if we run out of time, we'll come back another day. So cutting our way back through here. And if you see something while I'm passing stuff, let me know. What is that? Old school car, right? 1984 Oldsmobile. Yep, some of y'all remember those. Oh, Buick Rendezvous. Chevy Astro, all-wheel drive, yeah. Cadillac CTS, Saturn Vue. Nothing interesting about that. A few little Hondas back there. Again, I am kind of peeking around looking for a Honda CR-V. That's a Civic, 2006. There's a BMW 745 right there. Acura TL, if you can recognize it. Chevy Avalanche, Tahoe, Suburban. Over here, a Honda Del Sol. I used to call those Easter eggs. They're just tiny little cars. Honda Accord. Honda Odyssey, Nissan Altima. Man, all kinds of stuff out here. Now, LKQ Salvage Yard, their hub, their biggest location to get parts from is actually in Savannah, Georgia. A lot of times when I was looking for parts for the Auto Buy Center car dealership, when they were getting parts for cars out there at their lot that needed things fixed, they would order, and it a lot of times would come from the salvage yard in Georgia, in Savannah, and they got a delivery truck that would come drop them off. Oh man, tons of Hondas, Civics, Accords. There's a Toyota Prius, Acura MDX. There's a little BMW 3 Series down there. I mean, so far I haven't really seen anything that's like a Lamborghini, you know. I'm sure every once in a while something kind of rare comes in here. Toyota Tercel, Mazda, BMWs, old school Toyota Camry 96. There's a, looks like a Isuzu Trooper. So obviously all the imports are over here. Another Honda Civic. Old school 93 Volvo 940. Honda Accord. Now here's something kind of cool. A old school Volvo. Considering we're getting ready to, we're doing a bunch of Volvo reviews right now. There's an old school Volvo station wagon. That's interesting. Pretty neat, right? Yeah. Don't see a whole lot of those around. And there is a Honda CR-V right here. Okay, let's take a quick look at it. 98. Mine's just about 2 years newer. And it's all busted up, unfortunately. See what's going on the inside here. Door panel's in good shape though. That's nice. I bet that window regulator's still in decent shape. Actually, I like the seats in here. Those are pretty nice. Wow, the seats are in great shape. You know, I mean, if I really wanted to clean up mine a little bit, I'd grab these seats out of here. And yeah, you know, not bad. At one point, I needed a driver window, and there's a driver window right there. So, which I've got a new driver window from the LKQ in Savannah, Georgia. But anyways, there's a Honda CR-V. Probably not going to find too many of those out here. Many months ago, I was checking online, and you know, they had one, and then about 2 weeks later, it was gone. So anyways, glad I found that. At least I know they got one out here. There's a old school Honda Accord. Man, just about everybody had one of these Honda Accords back in the early to mid 90s. That's a 92 Honda Accord. My dad had a 91. I had a 1989 with the pop-up lights back in the day. That was my first car. And just kind of looking through. Just keep the camera recording. Ah, 3 Series 2007 328 XI. I've seen a Subaru down there. Accord, Mitsubishi Montero Sport. Look like the body's in pretty good shape on that Montero. A little bit of Volkswagens down there. So all your imports were pretty much in the area we were just at. And then now you're getting back into the American vehicles like minivans, Jeep Grand Cherokees, all that kind of stuff. Chryslers. What's that, an old LeBaron or something? 1986 Dodge 600. Wow. Don't see those very often, do you? Look at that thing. Body's not too bad, other than that dent right there. Interior's in pretty decent shape in that old school car. Now that looks like the Chrysler logo to me, but it says Dodge on the window sticker. It's a convertible. Anyways, Jeeps, more Chryslers, tons of Chryslers. Oh, there's that PT Cruiser. We've been getting tons of views on that old PT Cruiser video I did. And there's a few of them right here at the salvage yard. There's another one. Wow. I see a Chrysler 300 over here. Nissan Xterra. Chrysler 300. Tons of older Ford Explorers and Mercury Mountaineers. Wow. Man, I'm not too big of a fan of walking on these rocks though. Man, doesn't, you know, you hit the wrong thing, you'll be on the ground real quick. Anyways, let's see if we can get some cold water over here before we roll out today. There's a Land Rover LR3 V8. Well, that's a tour of LKQ Salvage Yard. Cadillac Escalade. All right, let's get some water. Oh man. This is definitely worth it right here, just getting some cold water. Oh. Whew, I mean, it is hot. Anyways, I think I found more interesting cars to film behind that old car store we were at 2 weeks ago than even out here. Oh, that's freezing cold water. Oh, it felt great. Anyways, thanks for watching, everybody. Let us know if you like these kind of videos, going through salvage yards, junk yards, looking and finding old cars. Let me know. We can try to do more stuff like this. As you see, I'm out here trying to get some stuff on camera for you. And yeah, if we would have found something really super unique, we would have spent a little more time going around it. But I mean, really the only car I found that was kind of something I thought was unique is that Chevy Impala. Alright guys, have a great day. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe here on Charleston Car videos. And stop by your local LKQ Salvage Yard wherever you live at. We'll see you on the next clip.